Sophia.
And I'm Ryan. My life is pretty crazy.
And you're watching NAC News.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a list of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
The two only wrestlers on our news team did a story over basketball.
Let's see how that turns out.
Hello, I'm Caden Carter.
And I'm Caleb Chittum.
You're watching NAC News on the topic of high school girls basketball. It looks like they're going to have a great season this year, and here are a few reasons why. This year, Cameron Roush and Milena Briner are both team captains. Both girls show great enthusiasm and passion for the sport. With 3 seniors on the team, they will not let that stop them on the court. With a bunch of freshmen, a few juniors, and a few sophomores, the team will rise to great heights this year.
In an interview with Coach Michaels, he states, "Our goal every year is similar for us. We want to put the best team we can every night on the floor. Our girls want to show our community that they appreciate their support by playing as hard as they can and making the games as exciting and competitive as possible. We plan on reaching this goal by our style of practice. We make sure that our practice is both fun and intensive. The girls are held to an extremely high standard. As coaches, we believe that you play like you practice. If you ever come to practice of ours, you will notice that most drills we conduct are game speed. We pump noises into our practices to make sure that our girls can focus and execute in any environment." I'm joined here with Milena Briner and Cambrian Roush. Today we are going to ask a few questions about the girls basketball team. What are you guys' goals for the upcoming season?
Our main goal is to make it far in districts and prove people wrong, since we have a lot of freshmen this year and we're kind of a small team.
So far, we've done pretty good at practice, so it's going to be a good season.
Alrighty. How do you guys expect to obtain your guys' goals?
We really just need to work together as a team and be 5 players instead of 1.
Yeah.
And
Continue to work hard at practice, the games, everything, so.
Did you know my brother shot a deer?
No, it must be deer season.
Yeah, Donnie and Owen have a story about deer season for us.
During November every year, many people take their chance to kill a monster deer in Missouri. Deer season is a tradition for many people. The first ever deer season in Missouri was in 1944, where it was only a 2-day time to shoot your dream deer. At the time, there was only 15,000 deer in Missouri. The season now is November 16th through the 26th to account for any people's problems that may intrude on their deer hunting season. And there is said to be 500,000 deer in Missouri.
There are many seasons to kill a monster deer of your dreams. Youth season are November 2nd to 3rd and November 29th to December 1st. Firearms deer antlerless portion is December 6th to December 8th. Firearms deer alternate method portion is December 28th to January 7th.
For safety reasons, hunters must wear firearm orange clothing during deer season. To stay out of trouble for not wearing orange, you have to wear an orange hat and an orange coat, vest, or shirt. The reason for deer season is to make sure that Missouri conservation can keep the deer population down to a minimum to minimize crop and landscape damage.
We interviewed Peyton Simmons about his experience during the deer hunting season. What's the biggest deer you've killed?
8-pointer.
What other type of hunting do you do?
I do turkey hunting, dove hunting. That's about it. I do some other things, but I can't think of it right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck, hunters. Get your monster back.
Have you heard about the new Jojo Rabbit movie?
No clue about it.
Well, Eli has a review about it for us.
Let's watch.
Eli here with NAC News. On October 18th, 2019, the movie Jojo Rabbit premiered in theaters. The story takes place in Nazi Germany, starring Roman Griffin Davis, who played the part of the young boy, Jojo. Thomas McKenzie plays the part of the Jew named Elsa, who is hiding in Jojo's house. Scarlett Johansson plays the part of Rosie, the mother of Jojo. These are the main characters you will see through most of the movie. The movie is a lighthearted love story which is rated PG-13, though there are a few disturbing images with violence and some inappropriate imagery. If you want a good laugh, I recommend seeing this movie, though. The film is written and directed by Taka Waititi, who also plays the role of the idiotic imaginary Adolf Hitler. My favorite part of the movie was a scene where the imaginary Adolf Hitler now has a gunshot wound in his head while still speaking to Jojo about how he has betrayed Adolf by having feelings for the Jew. Jojo then goes on to kick Adolf in the groins so hard that he flies out his own window. This is one of the best movies, in my opinion, for someone who wants to see a film of love, drama, action, comedy, and death. Finally, in my opinion, I would say that this movie deserves a 5-star rating. Thank you. This is Eli with NAC News. We have McKinley here who has also seen Jojo Rabbit. So McKinley, how have you liked the movie?
I like the movie a whole lot.
Really?
It's really funny.
What parts about it did you like the most?
How it's comedy built up to about halfway through the movie, then it gets serious and sad.
Great. And if you could, would you recommend the movie to anyone?
I'd recommend it to anyone who has a sense of humor.
What are you doing?
I'm reenacting the Browns and Steelers fight, duh. Caden and Ashton have a story about the Browns-Steelers game.
Last Thursday, with just 14 seconds left in the game, a fight between Cleveland's Browns defensive end Myles Garrett and Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph surged when Rudolph attempted to pull off the helmet of Garrett, causing the infamous helmet swing by Garrett to occur. Resulting from the fight, Myles Garrett was suspended indefinitely, while Mason Rudolph did not get suspended for the fight. Rudolph not getting suspended caused an uproar in the NFL community. Just after Rudolph threw the ball, Garrett wrapped him and attempted to tackle him. In frustration, Rudolph tried to pull off the helmet of Myles while on the ground. After the two got up, Garrett pulled the helmet off of Rudolph and beat Rudolph with his own helmet. The controversial part of the fight came after the game when Myles Garrett got suspended for the remainder of the season while Rudolph did not get punished. Fans expressed their frustration on social media with a hashtag #SuspendRudolph. While Kyle Rudolph didn't get suspended, the fight was still entertaining. Myles Garrett issued a statement saying, "I want to apologize to Mason Rudolph, my teammates, our entire organization, our fans, and the NFL." Mason Rudolph apologizes and says, "As for my involvement last week, there is no acceptable excuse. The bottom line is I should have done a better job keeping my composure in this situation. I fell short of what I believe in, meaning to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and a member of the NFL." Senior Trevor Madison said the fight was entertaining and that it is a rare occurrence that there is a big fight like this. As of Thursday, November 21st, Garrett came out with another statement saying Rudolph allegedly used a racial slur.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is NAC News out.